Hello all, welcome to channel Tech Tutorials Learn by Doing. In this channel, we post tutorial videos on tools and technologies that are being used in IT industry. This tutorial series covers tutorial on Amazon Web Services, also known as AWS. So let's get started for the day. In this tutorial, we'll learn about Elastic Block Storage or EBS. EBS is a block level storage, meaning that if you modify any part of the file, then only associated block will be modified. Unlike S3, in which whole object has to be replaced, so we are modifying only block of the file, so it will be very faster than S3, and it is widely used as storage solution for EC2 and RDS. In this tutorial, we'll create two EC2 instances. We'll create a volume, we'll make a file system on it, and we'll create some file content on it. We'll then take backup of that EBS volume and restore it in another EC2 instances, and we'll see that the original file that we had created in first EC2 instances will be retained. So let's head ahead for the tutorial. Let us first create two EC2 instances. For that, I'll go to services and type here EC2. So let's launch two instances here. Launch instance. We'll go with default setting. Let us choose free tier only and choose two Red Hat servers. Let's go down and choose Red Hat. Free tier eligible server. Next, we want two EC2 instances, so 2, and we'll go with default settings. Key value pair, we'll create one new key value pair. Create new key value pair, and we'll see, give a name as EBS. Let me download it on my desktop. And we'll launch the instances. Yes, I have that, and launch it. While the instances are in creation, let us create EBS volume also. We'll be requiring the EBS volume in same availability zone as EC2 instances while attaching, else it cannot be attached. So first, let us see in which availability zone those two instances are created. We can see that they are created in US East 1D. So we'll create volume on same availability zone. For that, I'll go to left pane and click here on volume. Create new volume. SSD will be requiring only 1 GB. Availability zone, it has to be chosen very carefully, else the volume cannot be attached. And on tag, let us give a name as vol1. And create a volume. It is in creation state. In creating, yes, it is available for the use. Till then, let us see in our EC2 dashboard and see if the instances are running or not. We can see that instances are running, but the status check is still initializing. So we can attach the volume. For that, I'll go to volume, click on it, and on action, attach volume. We'll attach to the first one of D9. Let us note the device name, as it will be required while mounting the devices. Device name can change depending upon the OS. Currently it is SDF and it can be renamed as XVSDF or any other name. We'll see that later. For now, let's attach the volume. We can see that volume is attached and in use. With the instance, we can see here instance ID also. Instance B9. So let's connect to that B9 instance. B9 means upper one. Let's connect here. If you go to SSH client tab, then you can see the command with which we can connect to our EC2 instances. So let me open the command prompt here and go to the directory in which I had downloaded my PEM file earlier. It's on OneDrive desktop. If you are on Linux platform, then we may need to first change the permission to read only first, then only connect to our instance. So hit this command first and then only this command. But I'm on Windows instance, so let me directly paste this command. We're inside our EC2 instance with IP 172.31.93.245. So let me switch to the root user first. Let me see which devices and of what size they are present. We cannot see any devices with volume 1 GB, although we had attached earlier. So we need to mount it first, create file system, and then only it will be shown here. For that, let me go inside the div and see available volume as. So it is renamed SPDF XPDF. So let me create file system first. MKFS, make file system of type -d ext3, and let me create file system on our device /d/xbdf. It's creating file system. It will take a bit, so let's wait some time. The file system has been created. Let me create one directory in which this file system has to be mounted. /mnt/data dir/mnt/data. File system has been created and mount point has been also created. So let me mount the device /xvdf to the directory /mnt/data. Now let me enter df as earlier. XPDF. Yes, we can see that the device is present and with volume 1 GB. Some of the size has been consumed for its internal uses, but we can see that it is mounted on /mnt/data and the device name is /dip/xbdf. If we restart our EC2 instances, then this mount will be gone. So we have to do certain changes to make it persistent. For that, I have to write the mount content in fstep file. So let me write that. I have to mount the device /dip/xpdf to mount point /mnt/data of file system ext3 defaults dfauls no time 1 2, and let me write the content and append it to the file /etc/fstab. With this configuration, the mount will be persistent even if we reboot this instance. So let me go to this mount point and inside this folder mnt/data there are no any files. So let me write some file on it, and we'll take backup of it and restore it in another restore instances. Write a file. This is file on IP 1. Let me write this IP 172 31 31 93 245 to file test underscore file dot txt. That test file dot txt. We can see that file is there, and we can verify the content also. So we have created file system, and we have created some file on it. We'll now create backup this volume and attach it in another EC2 instances. For that, let me go to AWS again. AWS. Let me go to EC2 tab. Let me go to snapshots. There is not any snapshot. So let me go to volumes. We want backup this volume. So on action, create a snapshot. Snap of vol 1. Let me create this snapshot. Let me go to the snapshot tab again. Snapshots. You can see that snapshot has been completed. Now let me create a volume with this snapshot. Action. Create volume from snapshot. We want this time of 2 GB. Although our original volume was of 1 GB, we'll create a volume of 2 GB from that snapshot, and we'll see that the original file will be retained and our volume will also be expanded. It will be useful if you want to scale our volume by migrating the disks, and if our next instance is in our next availability zone, then we can choose that also. But our instance is in availability zone of 1D, so I'll create 1D here, and on tag I'll give as vol2. Name vol2. Volume has been created. So let's go to the volume tab again. We can see that vol2, and it is not attached, available, but it is not attached. So previously it has attached to B9, now it will attach to 64. So let me choose this volume, attach volume, and on 64. The device name will be changed. We saw that earlier. Attach volume. The volume has been attached. Now let me connect again. Instances in next instance. So let me fire another command prompt here. Go to the directory in which I had my PEM file. Pin 1. Let me click on it, connect SSH client, and copy this. Let me paste it. Yes, I want to connect. So the root user, FSH, and we can see that there is not any volume, although we had attached it. So we'll have to mount this volume first. Will not be required to create file system, and it has been already created, and if you format again, then the data will be lost. So we have to keep this thing in mind always, otherwise our data can be lost. So for creating file system, let me view the device name again. This XPDF. It was SPDF said earlier, but it also gave us the warning. it may be renamed, so it is renamed. So let me create the file system directory for which we have to create or mount the file system. mkdir / mnt / data. Let me give as data 2. Now let me mount this mount /app /xvdf or mount point /mnt /data 2. Me here again we can see that the file system it has been created, but we can see that it is only 960 MB, although we had created volume of 2 GB. So it has to be reclaimed. For this I'll hit the command resize to fs and our device name /dev /xvdf. Now let me again hit one and we can see that the size has been reclaimed. And let me view the content if it has been retained or not. Yes, we can see the text file.txt. And let me verify the content also. We can see that it was from this content from another server, but currently we had restored in this server 90.228, but it has from 93.245. So to make the persistence again, we had to fire the same command echo /dev /xvdf. It has to be mounted on /mnt /data 2. This time file system is 63. Just make the mount persistent so that it will not be lost when we reboot the system. Append to cancel it first. Append to /etc /fs tab. Content has been written, so this file system it won't be lost if we reboot the system. So this was for it today, guys. If you like my video, then hit the like button and subscribe to my channel so that you will not be missed on our future tutorials. Thank you.